Hey Malachi, can you say gross?
No, gross.
Well, what is it that's so gross?
No,
What's icky?
going.
What about these fruit flies? Well, we are going to show you the easiest and cheapest way we've found to get rid of those pesky fruit flies, even when you feel overwhelmed by them. Stay tuned. Hey there, y'all. My name is Simber, and you are watching Homesteading at Cooker We're so glad you joined us today. What we're going to be talking about today is the issue that we've been struggling with for a long time, especially during the summer months, and that is fruit flies. If you live on a homestead, it's even more prevalent because you've got more bugs outside. They tend to come in and they like your fruit. They even like, if you have it, your kombucha. I showed a video, and we will link it above, about a really cool tool that people used to use to get rid of fruit flies. And I love it. I think it's awesome, and I think every household should have one, especially in the winter months when just a few fruit flies are around. But if you have a heavy infestation, I don't think these are quite as good at managing the high volume, unless you're good at switching out the solution that you use in them every day. So, if we like to use the antique fruit fly traps, but yet they don't do a high volume, what do we like to do instead? Well, let me show you. This is your clue. Do you see what they are on? Let's reveal. Kombucha. We usually have some waste of our kombucha because we either don't drink it all or I add too much fruit to it and it's not the consistency that we want. So we were looking for something to do with the extra because when I give it to the chickens, they peck at it a tiny bit and then walk on. They don't really finish it. So I feel like it's wasted. So looking at the fruit flies on top of the jars, I realized, okay, well, you're supposed to use vinegar, apple cider vinegar, in the antique fruit fly traps. What about using kombucha, especially if it's gone too far, like ours sometimes does, and has turned into a vinegar? Why not use that to trap the flies? So I went online, Pinterest, gotta love Pinterest, and found out that you can put a vinegar in a jar, just a plain jar or cup, and then you add a drop of one secret ingredient. And let me show you what that is. We'll make some together. Well, we're going to start with a jar, and we're going to pour in our kombucha. This is some that I drank a bit, but I didn't finish it, and it's been in the fridge for a couple of weeks. So I'd rather just go ahead and use this for catching fruit flies, and I'll just drink new stuff. So we're going to pour it in the jar. And you don't have to have a ton. You just want enough in whatever container or vessel you're using that when the flies get in there, they can actually drown. You don't want it to be so low that the flies can touch the bottom and be able to lift back off into the air. And then we add the secret ingredient. And here is that secret ingredient. It doesn't necessarily have to be Dawn, but you need some sort of dish soap so that you can break the water tension on your liquid, on your vinegar or kombucha, whichever you're using. And by the way, if you're going to use vinegar because you don't have kombucha, use an apple cider vinegar that has the mother. The extra fruit that is in that vinegar attracts the flies more than, say, distilled white vinegar. Malachi, do you want to put a drop of this in the jar?
Yes.
All it takes is a drop. All right, sit. Help me. Put Big Bird down. All right, we're gonna put one drop. Whoa, whoa, that's plenty. Good job. High five. High five. Thanks for helping, sir. All right. Once you put your drop, or a kid-sized drop, into your kombucha, you're just going to swirl it around to mix the soap in with your vinegar. And that is all it takes. You put it in the area where you know the fruit flies are already being attracted, and then you remove whatever food they have been eating because you now want them to be attracted to the smells of your kombucha. They'd be attracted to it even if you left your compost on the counter, but you'll get more bang for your buck and get rid of more of those pesky fruit flies if you put it on the counter and then remove your compost or fruit that is in the area. Now, if your fruit is still good and you still want to eat it, then by all means you can keep that on the counter and put your kombucha or vinegar near it. Just realize that that fruit fly trap that you've now made may not be quite as effective as if it was the only attractant for the flies. And I say flies because when we came back, we found that not only does it attract fruit flies, but you may actually catch a few houseflies in there too. Now, the number of flies that's in this one is minimal compared to what we had the first time we did this. It has been a little while since our trip, and as you can see, the kombucha has been an effective attractant for the fruit flies. They went in, and because of the soap in the kombucha, the flies drowned. So woohoo, we will rinse this out and we can refill it with more kombucha or apple cider vinegar if we need to catch a few more fruit flies. Say, yay, it worked!
Yes, this is what I knew.
We were going on a trip over the weekend and we came back from our trip and there were dozens of fruit flies. But we just keep doing this periodically, leaving it out for a couple of days, and then we can dump this out outside, or if you prefer, you can put it in the trash or down the drain if you're not on a septic system. And then you're getting rid of the flies in your house. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry about the background noises, but that happens when you have a family. Well, thank you for joining us today here at Cooker Gehoofd. I hope this super quick, easy, simple, and economical, aka cheap, method of removing fruit flies from your house is helpful to you. And I would love to hear any comments or feedbacks on how well this worked for you. We love these kind of projects that don't take special ingredients or special equipment. Now, I say no special ingredients. You do need to purchase some sort of vinegar with a mother or kombucha. Kombucha is now readily available in the grocery stores because there are multiple commercial manufacturers of that product. Flavor doesn't matter. You just want something that has that smell that attracts those fruit flies. Or you can go with the cheaper route and get apple cider vinegar, and that will keep longer for you because you can just leave it on your shelf and use it for cooking or making your own bone broth. But you can use a little bit of it to make your fruit fly trap. Hope y'all have a blessed day, and I hope y'all join us next time. Is it Malachi approved? Woohoo!
Thanks for watching the video. Push the thumbs up to like the video. Also hit that subscribe button, also the bell, so that you can get notifications when our videos come out.
Check us out on our social media pages too. The links are below. Bye, y'all!
Bye!